Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Coffee and Crypto. I have the mug is back today, the famous coffee and crypto mug. But yes, thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. My name is Don. You all know that by now. We have quite a short episode today, but yet again another great episode with some interesting news coming out from MetaMask with potential scams. Then also crypto casino stake. Do you remember stake? A lot of influencers were talking about it. I know Drake, the famous rapper, has spoken about it quite a lot. But also we have some news coming out from Ethereum as well. So yes, loads to get through. Make sure you're chilled out. I mean, it's nearly 12 o'clock, so I guess it's almost lunchtime. For most people, it's not quite a morning coffee. But if you are having your pre-afternoon coffee, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching this. Let's get into the prices first and foremost and see how things are looking in the top 10 crypto market. Now, in fact, you know what? Let me just refresh coin market cap before we do anything, just to make sure. Yeah, perfect. Okay, cool. So once again, a bit of a nothing day today in crypto, but the prices as we see them are Bitcoin currently sitting at $25,747. We then have Ethereum at $1,632. BNB at $215. We then have XRP at 50 cents. We then have Dogecoin at 0.06, Cardano at 0.25, Solana at $19, and then finally we have Tron at 0.07. So, like I said, literally nothing's happening in crypto the past 24 hours. Well, the past 48 hours at this point. However, we continue to talk about crypto, bring you the latest news. The fear and greed is down at 35 at the moment, according to CoinMarketCap, which is almost in max fear, which is actually, well, normally a good thing for investors. You know, the old saying is it buy when there's blood on the streets and buy when others are fearful, which is kind of, well, now apparently. But yeah, anyway, let's crack on, like I said, with today's news, and first of all talk about the subject of scams, because yes, it happens in crypto and it can happen to you unless, as the title of today's video says, unless you watch this video you will be scammed. Now what I meant by that is it happens often, well, often enough for it to be a known thing, but it also doesn't, I think, get noticed enough by the everyday investor that there's still a chance for you to be scammed by companies if you're not paying attention. Now, scamming and staying safe in crypto and whatnot is something that we quite kind of focus on heavily when it comes to our education-based stuff, so our crypto courses and within our Discord and whatever, because it's all right making the money in crypto or making potential gains in crypto and stuff, but if you're unfortunate enough to fall victim to a scam, well, all your hard work can be wiped. So yeah, I like to talk about scams in a positive way. I know that sounds kind of strange, but it's an education-based kind of, there's educational kind of thought behind it, and I want to kind of dive into that and try and help out. So the title then, MetaMask scammers take over government websites to target crypto investors. Now this is a bit of a different spin on it, but crypto scams targeting MetaMask users are using government-owned website URLs to con victims and access their crypto wallet holdings. Ethereum-based wallet MetaMask, which is, again, probably one of the main and largest, has been long-standing targets for scammers, which involves redirecting unwary users to fabricated websites that request access to the MetaMask wallets. Now, there's been an investigation on the matter. They've found numerous government-owned websites being used to perpetrate this exact scam. Official government websites from India, Nigeria, Egypt, Colombia, Brazil, Vietnam, and other jurisdictions have been redirecting to fake MetaMask websites as shown below. Again, here's some of them if you really want to see them. Now, Cointelegraph altered MetaMask about the ongoing scams and has not yet heard back from them at the time of writing. Now, once a user clicks any of the rogue links placed within the government's website URLs, they're directed to a fake URL instead of the original URL metamask.io. Once accessed, Microsoft's built-in security defender warns users it's a potential possible attempt. A phishing attempt. So that's quite a good thing, I guess. Some people might not have that kind of Microsoft built in, because I don't know many people that use Microsoft. Most people use Apple in the world that I live in, but Apple are usually quite good at that as well. But anyway, this particular one is from Microsoft. Now, if a user decides to ignore the warning, they are then greeted by a website that closely resembles the official MetaMask website. The fake websites will eventually ask the users to link their MetaMask wallets to access various services on the platform. So here we go. Here's a bit of a snippet from it. I'll show you the fake one first. So the fake one is at the top, and then obviously the real one is here. So the only difference being is, well, one's in light mode, one's in dark mode, but it even has the little toggle where you can switch it. The fonts are slightly different as well. This looks like quite a basic font. This is obviously given a bit more time and effort, but that's obviously comparing them both side by side. If you hadn't compared them both side by side, it might be more difficult to tell which is which. Hence why people are obviously falling from it. But the above screenshots show the similarity between the real and fake MetaMask websites, which is one of the main reasons investors fall for such common scams. Linking MetaMask wallets on such websites gives scammers complete control over assets that they hold over those particular wallets. So yeah, it's not a great look, but just to kind of show you this tweet here as well. So it says recent reporting on Teveno's thread has incorrectly claimed that a massive wallet draining operation is a result of a MetaMask exploit. This is incorrect. This is not a MetaMask specific exploit. So again, this is just MetaMask making a point that it's not them, it's not their fault. It's a scam website that looks exactly like theirs, and people are unfortunately falling for it, not falling from it. And so basically the point of the matter that I'm trying to make is with scams in general. So again, I don't know if you've been scammed, but you probably know someone that has been scammed in the past. I certainly know a few people that have, and I've told a few stories on the Crypto Fast Track course of those people who have unfortunately been scammed. I know one particular person who lost, I won't give exact details and numbers, but over $1 million worth of altcoins and NFTs, and it was from a MetaMask scam. So yeah, it's a real thing. It happens. Just because it hasn't happened to you doesn't mean that it doesn't happen to like-minded individuals like you watching this video. So yeah, what to look out for essentially, or things or points to note, is that no one is ever going to give you anything for free. No one's coming to save you in crypto. No one wants to do anything for you for a reward. So what I mean by that is, if you send me this amount of crypto, I will send you this back. I spoke about this kind of a little bit yesterday, but no one is ever going to send you free crypto. The same as no one's going to send you free money. It just does not happen in this life, unfortunately, as much as we would love that. There's always a scam or someone trying to get something from you in return. So, how to avoid scams? Well, there's many ways. I can teach you that in a separate time and place. However, a few tips: never click an email. That's probably the best one I can give you. Never click an email saying that, oh, you need to reset your account, you need to redo your password, whatever it may be. If MetaMask, BYBIT, SwissBorg, Coinbase, any exchange or any wallet want something from you, 9 times out of 10 they will tell you in-app that you need to submit whatever it is that you need to submit. So that's one point. Never really answer a cold email. If you're expecting an email, or what Binance do is they'll have like a 4-digit anti-phishing code. Make sure you know that that's legit, it's set up, and that's probably the biggest tip I can give. Other than that, again, just remember that no one's trying to help you in crypto for free. It's just how it works. No one's trying to give you crypto for kind of in return for giving them crypto or whatever it may be. So yeah, there's one point, but also a few other kind of hints and tips that I can say, and just do a bit of due diligence and a bit of common sense as well. So yeah, it just goes to show you people are falling for it. Luckily for us, as this article reads, it's not happening in kind of big countries like the UK, even Dubai or the US yet. It will happen, but these particular websites are based, like I said before, India, Nigeria, Egypt, there's some in Colombia, it's other countries around the globe which have massive user bases in crypto. But anyway, they maybe not have access to coffee and crypto. They might not have access to my brain like yous do, and they might fall for these scams. So yeah, basically just look out for scams. They are real. They will happen to someone you may know, or maybe potentially yourself. I don't know. Maybe you have been scammed, but a lot of scams are down. Well, I would say 99% of them are down to the user. So it's entirely up to. I'm not blaming you. Well, technically I am, right? But it makes me feel better if I say that. I'm not blaming you directly, but 99% of the time, it is your fault. How's that sound? Does that make me sound like a better person? I'm just here to tell you the truth. Scammers can't access your things unless you allow them to access your things. Unless, of course, you're traveling and you're not using a VPN or something like that. By the way, get a VPN. That's another massive one. There should be a link in today's description for what VPN we use. I would recommend getting that one. It's ExpressVPN. I highly recommend you get that if you haven't already. But yeah, that's another point I should make. Get a VPN as soon as possible and run it on your phone, your laptop, your iPad, whatever it may be. You can get an account and it covers like 7 devices, whatever it is. Go check it out. The full details, like I said, should be in the link below. If not, I will do a pinned comment. But yeah, get a VPN. Protect yourself against scams as much as you can. Because if you're traveling abroad or you're using public Wi-Fi, that is another way for people to somehow get malware onto your phone. And well, you just don't want that. And VPNs can help secure that. But plus many other benefits. But yeah, anyway, this is not about VPNs. This is about scamming on MetaMask wallets. Just stay vigilant. Stay safe. Keep watching Coffee and Crypto. I'll always tell you kind of the best thing to do or try and advise you. It's up to you if you take that in and you do that. But anyway, let's move on back into the news. So, next up then, Crypto Casino Stake reopens withdrawals just 5 hours after an apparent $41 million hack. Wowzers. Now, crypto betting platform Stake has reopened deposits and withdrawals and resumed services for users only 5 hours after the platform was hacked to the tune of $41.3 million, says the blockchain security firms, or that's the estimate anyway. Stake confirmed that all services resumed, and a few hours after the platform confirmed that several unauthorized transactions were made to the Ethereum BSC wallets. The betting site said its Bitcoin, Litecoin and XRP wallets were not impacted but haven't yet shared the cause of the exploit or how much was actually stolen. Stake confirmed, however, the users' funds remain safe. Analysis by blockchain security firm Biosin calculated the total loss to be around 41.35 million, which included 15.7 million of Ethereum, 7.8 million of Polygon, and then 17.8 million of BNB's smart chain. Interesting. So, at an earlier estimate of 15.7 million by fellow blockchain security firm PeckShield didn't account for the 25.6 million allegedly lost to BSC and Polygon, according to some on-chain analyst details from, everyone knows who this guy is, Zach XBT on Twitter, or X. And the first transaction was approximately $3.9 million worth of stablecoin from Stake to the attacker's account. The next two transactions removed over 6,000 Ethereum, approximately $9.8 million. Now, this is just insane. Now, don't get me wrong, $41 million is a hell of a lot of money, right? However, to Stake, it's not. I don't even want to imagine how much money Stake spends on sponsorships from the likes of Drake, for example, but also just a lot of these kind of Twitch streamers and stuff that they spend money on as well. So yeah, $41 million is maybe not a lot of money to the platform in general. However, the fact that $41 million was exploited in general isn't that great. It's not a good look for the company. However, the main thing to remember is users' funds are safe. It was maybe their own, well, it was definitely their own wallets, Stake's own wallets, which I'm assuming it was all profits anyway, have been unfortunately taken in this hack. But yeah, nonetheless, there's two scams or two exploits, bits of news that I've covered for you. Again, this doesn't happen that often, but I feel like it's very necessary to have episodes of Coffee and Crypto like this, where it's not all, well, I guess it's positive for you, the viewer, because you're getting to take a positive outlook in how I look at it and how I stay safe and the benefits from scams, if that makes sense. However, I guess it is really important to show you that these things do happen. Don't get me wrong, they happen in all different markets as well, but obviously when it comes to crypto, it seems to be quite a lot of money, and it's to an anonymous account. Therefore, there's really no way of tracking that money, which again is why people don't really like crypto that much, but it's a hacker's paradise if they're able to hack, which isn't always that successful. So yeah, you only hear about the really, really bad ones as well. So don't think for a second, if you're new to crypto, that you're going to be hacked. You won't be if you are smart enough and you don't fall for these scams. But anyway, moving swiftly on to, I guess, some positive news regarding crypto, and whether you like him or not, Vitalik Buterin, he spoke on the fix for Ethereum's centralization. So, interestingly enough, Ethereum, again, I'm a fan of Ethereum, have been for a long, long time, and I know a lot of you watching this will be as well, but some people don't really like either Vitalik, for many reasons, but they also don't like Ethereum, again, for many reasons. But let me just read this and explain it in a bit more detail. So, the centralization of nodes is one of the biggest problems facing the Ethereum network, and should be addressed by making the running of nodes cheaper and easier, according to Vitalik. Now, currently, the majority of the just over 5,900 active nodes on Ethereum are being run through centralized web providers like Amazon's Web Services, which many experts claim leaves the Ethereum blockchain exposed to a centralized point of failure. Now, speaking at the Korea Blockchain Week, Buterin, i.e. Vitalik Buterin, outlined 6 key problems that need addressing to solve its centralization, but highlighted that the node issue was a big piece of the puzzle, just to ensure that the Ethereum's network remains decentralized, and is doing things right in the long term. One of those 6 things is making it technically easier for people to run nodes, and statelessness is one of the really important technologies in doing this right. He explained that today it takes hundreds of gigabytes of data to run a node. With stateless clients, you can run a node on basically 0. Now again, if this is going a little bit over your head, it's fine, I don't blame you. Stick by me here. It might make a bit more sense the more you kind of tune in. But nodes are essentially what helps, run the blockchain network. And it's what like the computers essentially do in the background, or the miners and whatnot that you get with Bitcoin. But also Ethereum is built up of loads of nodes, which again answer the data points that build the blockchain. That's a quick, I don't even know, 30 seconds on nodes. If you want to know more, then yeah, please come and drop a message below, and I'll tell you exactly how you can learn more about nodes, about crypto in general, and all the kind of blockchain stuff in the background. Now, the concept of statelessness refers to removing the reliance on centralized services providers to verify the activity on the network. Now, according to the Ethereum Foundation, true decentralization is not possible until node operators can run Ethereum on modest and inexpensive hardware. Now, as Buterin noted, statelessness forms a key component of the Ethereum roadmap, with the major steps towards statelessness being made in the Verge and the Purge stages. He quoted that in the longer term, there's a plan to maintain fully verified Ethereum nodes where you can literally do it from your phone. So again, this is deeper than investing, and it's something that I'm very, very much a fan of. I love blockchain, I love crypto in general. Obviously, I love investing, but I cover things like this as well on Coffee and Crypto. As much as it's a news place to get everything that you need to kind of see, you also need to can understand what you're investing in. So yeah, please ensure that you're always doing your own research in crypto in general before you ever invest. But anyway, I won't kind of put you kind of through the misery of looking at this exact tweet of, how Ethereum plans to work with its roadmap. The point we're trying to make here is, my personal humble opinion, is Ethereum gets a lot of heat from people that love it, people that hate it, but Ethereum's very much a massive part of the crypto ecosystem in general, and it's very much needed in crypto for a lot of, crypto to function, and it's not going anywhere, but we do need to solve a little bit of the centralization in the background of it, or else it doesn't really make as much sense as what it's trying to. But yeah, anyway, interesting image there. I just noticed that Vitalik is just staring at a fork. interesting graphic from Cointelegraph. But anyway, that's all for the Vitalik news. I'll kind of put you out your misery and move on to the final kind of part of today's video, which is a simple tweet, something that I like to cover quite a lot about the halving. Again, some people love the halving and believe that it is what really gets us over the line. I'm one of those believers, and I only base it off of history. Obviously, charts are super, super important. News can be important. Or news narratives being tied can be important. But for me, again, based on the time that I've spent in crypto, the Bitcoin halving events are a key part of it. And again, there's so many different graphics that come out, and I quite like this one as well. So I wanted to show you the kind of how the halving works to a very, very basic level. So you can see there at the bottom, you've got 2015 where the halving came in, and then obviously we've seen kind of, well, what happened next. Same again, 2018, we've seen kind of the build up and the halving come in, and then what happened after the halving. Now, this is the third halving of about 40, I think there is, over a lifetime, which we'll actually run into. I think it's like the year 2140. I think that's, if I'm factually correct, is when the final Bitcoin halving will take place. So we will all be potentially long gone, depending on how the world goes. But yeah, halvings happen every 4 years. That's kind of there or thereabouts. Depends on the blocks. It's every 210,000 blocks. Again, I won't kind of bore you too much with the geek level. I'll turn the geek level back down a little bit and just show you and talk you over this chart. But I guess it's pretty obvious with history how this is Bitcoin in general, how Bitcoin performs after a Bitcoin halving reward. And yeah, I'll let you decide kind of where your mind takes you after this. But yeah, that was what I wanted to show you. It's a great graphic. Pause today's video, screenshot it, and kind of save it and remember it. When you're starting to feel a bit low in your mood, remember that we're almost there, and we will see a bit of a kind of price movement, in my personal humble opinion, in the next kind of month or so throughout October onwards and Q4. But yeah, let's see where that goes. Now, don't forget, after today's stream, I will be active in the Discord that we have. So if you are wanting to chat a bit further about anything that I've mentioned in today's video, obviously drop me a comment below, like this video, send it to someone that needs to see it, but also jump into our Discord community where we will be, of course, launching more and more kind of info and products, and also chatting day in, day out with you if you so want to invest in our kind of time and effort that we put into crypto. Yeah, come and join us. There's a chat room. We can chat freely in there, but there's also loads of engaging, entertaining kind of content that comes out throughout the different tiers that we have. But if there's anything else that you do want, of course, click the links. There's loads of links today in the description that you can get a hold of. But as for today's video, we are at the end, so thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Coffee and Crypto. My name's Don. Again, as always, thanks for tuning in. Make sure, if you haven't seen the whole video, you joined us live, but you joined us a little bit late, scroll back through, watch the whole of the video. It's a very, very important video today. And of course, like I said, like it, drop me a comment, share it with someone who needs to see this video. Maybe someone you know has been scammed before. Well, share this video, let them know that I can help them. And if there's anything else that you do need from us, like I said, links in today's description will sort you out. And also get a VPN. Please do me one favour after this, get a VPN. It's going to protect you, and it will help you with many other benefits as well in the future. So yeah, go check it out. There should be an affiliate link for ExpressVPN in today's description. If not, I will link it in the pinned comment. But yeah, again, thanks very much. I will see you all again tomorrow for another episode of Coffee and Crypto. And yeah, have a great day. Speak to you very, very soon.